And just as I thought my schizophrenia couldn't get any worse, it updated. And hello everyone, it is I, Comrade Ivan, and welcome back to What Else? Hearts of Iron 4. I have 0 sanity left and I must scream. And of course you have probably guessed the mod, Red Flood, our favorite schizophrenia. And what are we going to play today? Well, since Red Flood got updated, a nation called Kavkaz
Society, 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 Society,
got a funny new path with our favorite Georgian man, who will now reunite Russia and rule it, not as a communist, but as an accelerationist. So let's get right into it. And here we are, as Kavkaz Society in the world of Red Flood. And we can notice that the world has been updated a little bit. For example, Middle East is as spicy as ever. Turkey is split into 3 parts, one's with the Sultan, one's with the liberals, and one's with Kurds, I guess. And of course we also have so many stands here, which is quite interesting. And Mr. Enver Pasha, what are you doing in here? But that is none of my concern right now, because we have far more important issues to deal with. For example, we are being led by a schizophrenic Soviet poet. And we also live in a society. Oh boy, so let's get started with this, cause this is basically the only focus we can do for now. And you know, playing in the Caucasus brings with itself so many things. For example, lack of military factories. However, on the positive side, we at least have so much oil. But besides that, we have quite an interesting and big military here, and oh boy, I wonder who's gonna be leading our military and in the future possibly our country. And here's the event that gets us to choose a leader of Kavkaz Society. And as you can see, where is Stalin? Well, you're gonna need to wait for that one a little bit. However, we should select Severianin and the poetry and we get this guy. But not for long. And there it is, a coup against whoever is in charge of Kavkaz Society. Now, and we shall select this option. Their bravery has secured our future. Mayakovsky saved the revolution with his final breath. Which means, well, this guy is no longer gonna be in charge. Mayakovsky dies and, well, Stalin is here. And of course, as I have said, Stalin gets a lot of content in this update. So let's start with his first focus, the transmutation of Koba. I knew it all along. Napoleon was an Albanian. I guess that Drozdovsky and Kolchak are now gonna finally duel it out on who is a bigger retard. Holy shit, another funny Super Mario communist. No way, no fucking way there exists a party named like this. And with the completion of An Eye to the World focus, we can officially become Romanians. A Czechoslovak coup in Yakutia? Honestly, I have so many fucking questions, but I'm too afraid to ask. And since Enver Pasha is all the way there in Central Asia, I guess it is now on me to finish what he started. Now that the Armenia has been done, it is time that we turn our eyes to the north. Well, we do have quite a big deficit on guns, but don't worry, we're gonna simply fix that by stealing from the Persians. As we say it here in the Kavkaz Society, when 2 idiots are fighting, you should jump in and become the 3rd. Honestly, so far we are not doing all that bad. Well, probably because most of their military is located here, but... And, prescripted peace deals, everyone. Thankfully, however, the state transfer tool has been integrated into Red Flood, so now I can just correct whatever these prescripted peace deals couldn't do. And the Kazakhs don't seem to be all that happy with my goofing around. and their troops are of no match for our simple tactic of standing behind the river. I gotta give it to the Kazans, they sure don't know when to give up. I mean seriously, bro, this isn't even a ratio at this point, this is just fucking embarrassing. And they capitulated. Huh. I guess they reach a certain limit of casualties, I don't know really, because you can just see where my units were. Like, this is nothing, but I'm gonna take it. Hello there, Mr. Vlasov. I see that you're fighting a war against Kerensky. That is very interesting for you. However, I should ruin your fun a bit, cause, you know. Fucking Kerensky. But once again the state transfer tool to the rescue, and I am going to take the states in which my troops entered, so to make it a bit more fair but not all that fair. And now we should kill Kerensky, cause he's a fucking retard. Yeah, the war is going pretty well, even casualties wise, and it's kind of funny how me and Mongolia are on the same side. My brother, we destroy Kerensky together. Mongolia may be gone, but Zheltorossia will be too. And finally, it is over. Zheltorossia has been integrated into Kavkaz Society, and now we should just shoot Kerensky. I was checking around the world a bit, and it seems that China is in chaos, Dutch East Indies are in some sort of a civil war, India is still split apart, this guy with a yee-ass haircut is getting his ass handed to him by the fucking Turkmenistan, Ottomans are back, Balkans are united under anarchist Bulgaria, and also Hitler's back. Not that much, honestly. Seems that most of the world tension is just due to me. And it would seem that Drozdovsky declared war on me first. I don't know if this was a good idea of his or a bad idea, but I hope we can hold. Honestly, I don't know who is a bigger idiot here, me, because I'm fighting this war, or Drozdovsky because he lost Crimea. And this. He didn't move an inch. And now that Drozdovsky wasted his soldiers bashing into my lines like an idiot, and of course has 248,000 losses, I believe it's a good time that we go on an offensive, and of course let's break his cipher just for a good measure. Alright, seriously, what the fuck now? Is this some kind of a new mechanic? Do war casualties affect the capitulation level or something? Because I wanted to drive into Moscow and Leningrad, but fuck it. Now you see, comrades, since there are no more any pretenders left for Russian reunification, we can go and proclaim the Union of Socialist State of Russia. However, I'm not gonna do that, for a simple reason: there is still Folk Street to be done. And with this focus, Eurasia freed, we're gonna get this little bit of a focus tree which is quite epic. And besides that, there are still some stuff that I want to reintegrate. And we start with this one, Aftermath of Götterdämmerung. I believe I said that right, and this is all kinda useless considering that we are 100% accelerationist. Also, another thing, with the completion of the previous focus, Stalin gets a new portrait. Pretty epic, I must say, he looks quite good. You see, I have begun justifying on these countries, but it's taking a bit too long, so I'm just gonna use allowed diplo a bit. Hey, it's not cheating if it's allowed in games. I mean, am I right? And now that all these little bastards have been dealt with, we can finally shift our focus back to more pressing issues. And of course, let's move towards transformation of nature. Every tree, every grass, every rock shall be turned into mini Stalin. Huh, I guess that happened. Now, Belarus, you shall surrender yourself to me, and I believe you will realize soon enough that this is non-negotiable. Casualties wise, we could be doing a lot better, Kavkaz bros, but at least we got a few encirclements and a third one hopefully on the way. That's another encirclement, and with the elimination of this one here around Kherson, we have fixed our casualty rate. Yep, that's another encirclement. You know the rules and so do I. Everyone in Dnipropetrovsk has to die. Man, I sure do love when Belarus capitulates and all the Polish army gets stuck in there. Man, it's even funnier the second time. Ah, finally revenge for the Polish-Soviet war. And finally, after all the struggle in Ukraine and Belarus and Lithuania, we can finally bring down the Polish beast. And I need just one offensive line for this one. And the war was won, and we have somewhat historical borders of the Soviet Union, except of course Kaliningrad, because they are with Prussia and Prussia is in alliance with these guys, and I'm really not willing to go to any more wars, probably because I just want to end recordings. And let's do the final focus before we get to the super event and the final reunification, and it is the dawn of a new god. And man, they did my boy Stalin dirty. And here's the final event of Stalin's playthrough, the Vozhd of your hearts. And just like how Stalin conquered my heart, you can also conquer, well, my heart by liking this video. But anyway, now the only thing that remains is to unify Russia. And we have a decision here, which I'm gonna pause this recording right now since, boy, Stalin's super event is quite literally something, so I'm not gonna speak during it. Just enjoy. Man, this has to be one of my favorite super events in any Hearts of Iron mod. And yeah, Stalin has united Russia, and we are now United Socialist States of Russia. And with Stalin as the Antichrist for some reason, but I'm gonna let it pass as he has a drip. And yeah, I really much enjoyed this path, it is really fun. I love this update, and Red Flood is becoming one of my favorite mods of all time. And yeah, I hope you guys have also enjoyed this video, and give a like, give a subscribe and everything else, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye!